Namasivaya Vaya Namasi. So this is going to be one of the most important videos I have ever made, and it's been a while since I made my last video. I would say maybe 2 months, 2.5 months now, and for good reason. I've been in meditation, I would say about 8 to 10 hours a day, given the full cycle of the day, and for the past 2 months, really massively into meditation. And if you've seen all my last videos and my meditations and different things, you can kind of see my my path on where I started and where I was 2 months ago, and then now. Now is one of the most important things I think I can talk about at this moment of where the world is in our humanity. And it has to be because of the things that people don't understand. And this, I'm going to tell you about an experience that happened to me, I would say, in the beginning of this year. February, March, April, that type of thing. And I was sitting in meditation, and this has been a while. I've kept this to myself and for a while, and you're going to understand why very quickly. Because a lot of people are not going to understand what I'm about to say. People are not going to understand the types of experiences that are going on, and the real things that puts the different religions together and experience, and through prayer and meditation, because those go hand in hand. Prayer and meditation go together. They're not separate. So I was sitting in meditation, and I was really deep into meditation, and I had this feeling come over me, and within my mind's eye, I seen something, and then I felt it. It was a gold. Get it out. Something gold about this big. And I was in meditation. My third eye was open and everything, and it slipped right in through my crown. This gold, I would say, it's like one of the most important DNA downloads that you can ever possibly understand or experience or receive, because this video is marked the seal of God, the mark of God, the seal of creation. That's what this is. So I'm gonna tell you about it. So I was in meditation, deep in, and then I had something. I would say people hear like an upgrade, not an upgrade, but like a DNA download, DNA upgrade. And it was gold, something or other, that came into my crown, that shot straight to my pineal gland, and then went to my forehead, and it inscribed the mark of creation onto my forehead in gold. And as I sat there, into my mind's eye, I was in the consciousness of being able to see everything around me. Just like if you were looking at a video game, or like a Sims game, to where you can see everything around them. I was seeing within my mind's eye, I seen myself meditating from that spot. The gold seal, the gold something or other going into my crown, shooting straight into my pineal gland, and inscribing, and in the mind's eye I can see. It's like I switched perspectives from me to everything else, looking at myself. I went into source and viewed myself through source. I viewed myself through God as this was happening. And it inscribed the mark of creation, Fibonacci sequence, what you see in geometry, onto my forehead. And then as it was finished onto my forehead, it then went into my nervous system, went straight through my body, and lit my entire body up in gold. And then my body was sealed. And that happened several months ago, beginning of this year, like I said. Probably, I would say, end of March, April, that type of thing. So this is the real seal of God. This is the seal of creation. This is the mark of God. People are talking about end of times, mark of God, mark of the beast, what are they? So what this really is, no matter what you read, no matter what's going on, no matter what you see on YouTube, this is the real mark of God. This is the real seal of God. And it taking place in this year, for me, that means things are going to start taking place very, very rapidly. And I know if you went from my very beginning of my experiences, my awakening happening in August of 2019, August, this was last year, and then going through so many dramatic experiences up until now, for my full awakening to experience after experience after experience, almost to the day-to-day activity, and then finally understanding who I am. And memories started to flow in through my 10th chakra and through my 8th and 9th and 10th. And then information started to flow in. Dreams that I've never really remembered started to flood into myself. And my diet had to change. Everything had to change. The way I just wasn't living my life the way I was. But God seen me worthy. And that's what people are going to have to understand. That the things that are happening, it's the things that you see on the news and all that stuff. This is not about what's going. This is not about those things. This is not about COVID-19. This is not about elite. This is not about whatever things that you want to believe in. It doesn't matter about any of those things. This is all spirit. This is strictly spiritual. And everything else that you see external is just trying to cover that up into the reality of what's truly taking place. And more people are going to be having these experiences. I mean, they already are. I mean, I don't have very many subscribers as of currently. I think I have like 90 subscribers right now. But the questions and the comments and different things that are coming in from different Facebooks and YouTube or whatever, people are having more and more experiences every single day, all the time, and they're flooding, and they're not understanding why, because they're confused because of the things that they believed, what they were brought up to believe or whatever. They believe the media, different dogmatic ideas and different things flood into our memory to cloud our judgments and cloud the things who we really are, to overwhelm us, to not allow the things that need to come in. So this is the time to release. I know we talk about make a choice, separation of polarities, negative, positive polarity. You're going to be the dark or light, like Star Wars. You're going to be Darth Vader. You're going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. What are you going to be? Luke Skywalker or whatever. This is the real part of that. This is the beginning of what this is, and this is the reason why you're here, is to make a choice. And the people that are waking up fast, the people that are understanding these things faster and that are having these experiences quicker, is because we all had a contract. And the ones that picked God in this last contract, we're gonna go. The ones that didn't necessarily they will have that choice. And they're going to have more of a choice, more of a confusing time. And this is the time for the people that are awake, for the people that know who they are, for the people that they're woke up in God, that God woke up inside of them. And this is the time for those people that just don't understand the things that are going on, or maybe they're confused, to find those people and to get the information and use that information. It's time. There's a revival in the humanity that's about to happen, and I could feel it all over my being. Like, it's about to happen, and I held this information for a reason, because it's always been about October, November. It's about to go down. Like, it's about to go down. If you haven't made the choice to purify yourself, to cleanse yourself, to accept the things that you needed to accept, if you haven't done that yet, this is a time to do it, or it's going to be really, really hard for you. Because I'm going to be truthful. The people that have received the mark, this mark, their body is going to be sealed. In the Bible, it says the chosen ones, the elect, whatever you want to call God's people. People call them 144,000. Whatever you want to call this type of people that's referred to in the Bible, biblically, or in any other, a few other religions, this is the seal. This is the mark of God. This is the seal of God, and this is how you will be sealed away from everything that's getting ready to take place. And this is not to make people fearful over what's got to happen, but you need to be aware that things are about to happen. And the ones that this is not going to, none of this stuff's going to affect, it's just not going to affect us. It's just not. And it's not going to affect the ones that follow these things too, and to rid themselves of this negative polarity energy within themselves and start to do self-love. I'm going to give a shout out to Oracle Girl. If you go on Facebook, Instagram, I think, this person has no idea who I am. And that's the beautiful things. This is the beauty of how the synchronicity works and how we're all interconnected. I don't know that person, that individual does not know me, but we know each other spiritually. I've never met this individual, never spoke to this individual physically, but they have a 29-day purification class. Go to Oracle Girl. I don't know, but I feel that in my spirit to call that out, because this is the time. If you want me to put something on that's going to go through a purification in October, I'll meet up with Oracle Girl to see what's going on with that. See if we can do a collaboration together with this, because this is really important. And there shouldn't be a charge for this. If you want to donate to things, that's great. There's good causes out there, but it should never be something that you pay for. This is all things and all information that you should already have. This is information and things that everybody needs to understand, needs to know. Human beings need to have this information so they can make the choice for themselves. Not be told, hey, you have to do this. No. It doesn't work like that, government. It doesn't work like that, politicians. It doesn't work like that, tech people, business people, corporate people. It doesn't work that way. Human beings have a right to be a human being. And guess what? They also have a right to explore that humanity of the uniqueness and the creative and amazing awness of who they can be and truly are and will be. So this is the time to actually do that, to make these choices, to understand this is not fake, this is real things. And the more you do not connect with a life source that runs through all things that make them alive, even the things that we see that are corpses and dead, life source God still runs through those things to transition them on their wavelength. Nothing dies. God is in all of us. These things you need to understand, because as the times come, everybody's going to know. Either from me, people like me, within themselves, they're going to be told. This is all stored in their cellular memory. Your emotional and your physical intelligence goes way beyond the physical mind. That's something that you need to come to terms with. Just accept it. Accept these things. Accept who you are. Accept who you're not either. And find out those things. Find out who you are. Find out, what tribe are you from? If you believe in the 144,000 and you have this resonating feeling inside of you, this is your wake-up call. You're meant to see this right now. And I'm speaking to you directly. If this resonates with you, I'm speaking to you. You need to find out what tribe of Israel you're from, how to increase yourself, to find those wavelengths within yourself, because they're there. Everything that you need to know is here, and it's there, and it's just waiting for you, just begging for you. It's like God has his arms open wide, waiting for you. Just do it. Just do it. This is not about dogmatic things. It's not about dogmatic Christianity, Catholic, or whatever you may learned or not learned in church. This is real spirituality that actually is occurring and is real. There's different prophecies that are out there in the world. There's different myths or whatever, what people want to believe, these things that are actually occurring from people's experience, if it's experiential, that means it's real. It's not fake. If somebody has an experience, you can't say that, no, that the experience never occurred. Okay, it didn't occur to you, but it did occur. That means it's real, and that's truth for that human being. And as more human beings start to have these experiences, start to wake up to who they are, the ones that are in power, there is nothing that they can do about it. There's nothing that they can do about it. So this whole quarantine, it's all dumb. It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes sense. And you start to realize these things, and discernment starts to come in. If you're protected, you'll know you're protected. Find out if you are. And if you're not, find out why you're not yet. It's time. The time is now. Make the choice. Go into prayer, go into meditation, connect with yourself. Listen. Listen to these things. Listen to yourself. Listen to the things that are unseen. For the unseen things are more real than the reality that you see with your two eyes. That is 100% true. So, I hope this message finds you well. Know that the mark of the beast is coming, but the seal of God is already here. God's people are already woke up, and they're waking up more and more every day. So the people that think they are in charge, they have no idea what's about to drop. Hope this finds you well. Namaste, Vaya Simaya. Namaste Vaya.